Hello everyone, welcome to Trading Souk. Friends, today I would like to tell about how to trade intraday using the top 10 gainers or losers from the NSE website. So let's go to NSE website. So here from the NSE website, I would like to go to live market and select the top 10 gainers or losers. And coming to the top 10 gainers and losers, in this section, basically when I trade intraday from the top 10 gainers and losers, I usually select the scripts from the FNO section, futures and options securities, FNO section. So here, uh, as on August 3rd, Friday, which was the first week of August 2018, on Friday, these were the few scripts which are the top 10 gainers at the end of the market 3:30 p.m. So I have taken few scripts from here. So you can take any gainer from this top 10 and you can place the orders in the process which I say now. So I would like to explain the next step which I do for intraday. So let's go to my brokerage Zerodha, where I usually do intraday trading over here. So these three scripts were also in the top 10 gainers on 3rd of August. So I've selected the three scripts which has no priorities. I just randomly took a few scripts here. So these are the three over there. So when how I place here is, so it's a PVR. So I usually go for a buy for the top gainers. So here I would like to select the MAS bracket order, and for bracket order, many of them use bracket order, but few have know about the bracket order with stop loss order, and many have don't know about this. But this is one of the safest trading event with the fixed target and with fixed stop loss, strictly maintaining it. So I usually place a bracket order with a stop loss order. So here what happens is, in this price, let's assume that the PVR day high was around 1208 1208. So I usually buy let's say 10 let's say 10 quantities. I usually place an order like at 1209, and the trigger price would also be 1209 here. The stop loss would be like around 15 points. It depends upon the risk appetite you use. Here I'm not talking the topic regarding the topic of stop loss and targets. It would be discussed later on the coming up videos. So here I want to say how to place an order for the top 10 gainers or the losers. That's what I'm explaining about here. So I would like to place a 1 point above the day high, or it might be, because this is an 1208 rupees 1200 odd script. So I would like to place an order for 1 point above the price which is now there. So if it is around 200 or 300, I would like to place 50 points. That's it, 50 pies. So here at 1209, and the price is, and the price which I want to buy 1209, and price which trigger is also at 1209 and 1209, sorry, and the stop loss would be 15 points and the target would be 15 points. The trailing stop loss would be 1 point. So I would like to place an order like this. Finish. As today is Sunday, I think the order might be rejected. And Torrent Pharma or Axis Bank. See, let's see. I would like to see the day high of the Axis Bank, and it is around 578.55. See here, I would like to place 50 quantities, 50 shares at 578.6 and 578.6. The stop loss would be around 5 points and the target would be around, it's upon you, it might be 3 points, it might be 4 points, it depends upon you. And the trailing stop loss is 1 or 2, it depends upon you. Here the trailing stop loss trails if the price goes above in according to our direction. It trails the stop loss. See, let's assume the order price is around 78.5, so we have placed for stop loss for the 5 points, which is around 73.6. So 573.6, which is gonna if the price is going to come down with for 573.6, we're gonna hit our stop loss, and we're gonna book a loss, which is automatically done in the bracket order. So if the price is moving in the above direction, like 579, 580, 581, the trailing stop loss even trails 1 point, so that our stop loss will be coming to cost or near to the price which we have bought. So it will be an additional benefit for us. So it's okay. So this is the way I usually place. So here what happens is, if the price has come, see, as a top gainers, suppose when do we select, the top gainers and the losers is, I usually select the scripts from after 9:30. First 15 minutes we have to leave with the market, because it's not for the retailers, it's high risk probability. We cannot trade at that time. I don't say we cannot trade, we can trade, but for the risk appetite, if the risk appetite is very tight, you can trade over there. A few people cannot take the risk. For them it's not a good sign to trade at 9:30 exact, 9:15 exactly. So I would like to say, like, wait for the next 15 to 20 minutes or 30 minutes, even better for that. It's better. So after that, go for the NH website at 9:25 or 9:30 or 9:40 at that time, and select the scripts from here. Select the scripts from FN. No, I usually select from the FNO. You can go for Nifty 50 or next 50 even, because I select FNO is the there we have a liquidity. So we have we have so much of buyers and sellers and volumes in the FNO, and there are many big players or retailers trading over there. So I usually prefer for the FNO securities only. So what happens here is, suppose you are placing this buy order at around 9:40 or 10 o'clock, it's not an issue. So suppose, see, at 10 o'clock the 788.55 is the existing day high. If this script is want to go high and high in the same day, we have placed the order for around 5, above 5 price of the day high. See, if this day high breaks, if you it's very what do I want to say is, like, there are the chances for meeting the targets. Like, if the target is around 1 to 2 rupees, it's very easy. You can place a, suppose you can place a order of 500 quantities and hit a target of 2 rupees immediately. What happens here is, for the top gainers, if the day high is breaking on it, they can spike up, or sometimes they can slowly increase the 50 paisa and get on end of the day. I don't only place for the one particular script. I usually from out of the 10 scripts of the top 10 gainers, I usually select 5 to 6 scripts, and I place for the around 3 to 4 scripts. I place buy order for the 3 to 4 scripts, and I sign out of my account and I leave, and I can see at the end of the day what happens. If it has hit my targets, okay, it's fine. If I hit my stop loss, okay, it's fine, because loss is not and what we cannot escape the loss from intraday trading, which is part of the trading, and we have to take it. So the majority of the time is when the top when we buy for the top gainers, the maximum chances around 65 to 75%. We usually hit the targets, because the targets are very small. See, if you place an 2 rupees order stop loss, 2 rupees target for this 574 rupees script, it is an easy target and it will be achieved very soon. For this torrent farm, it is around 622. For this you can place evenly peacefully around 8 to 10 rupees, and for this is around 1200 rupees script, you can place around 5 to 6 rupees, and it is an awesome game plan over here. So how to trade the losers even? So FNO scripts, losers, FNO securities. So what we do is, it is like Jet Airways, what all, Chan Petro, yeah. What I do is, usually I've seen on the Friday, I remember I've seen on Friday that Jet Airways was trading around 950 rupees at around 920 or 930 rupees. Sorry, Jet Airways was trading around 315 to 16 rupees at the time of around 925 or 930, I think so. You see, at that time, if you had placed an order of around 100 stocks, sorry, 100 stocks for around, what is the day now, which is around 301.1. So I would like to place for around 301, and the stop loss would be 5 points, and the target would be 5 points, and the trading stop loss would be at 1 point. If the loser, if keeps on losers on that day because of technical, or it might be falling down, or because of technicals, or because of the marketing conditions, or depends upon the news even. So if it has fall, this happens really, like, not 1000 stocks, sorry, it's 100 stocks. Yeah, if the loser keeps on breaking the low, it might break the low at 301, and it can fall for further. If it hits our targets, it's a profit for it. If it loss, it's an sell. We can do that. And how to select stocks? I usually sometimes see what happens is after coming to the top gainers and losers section, so suppose we want to go for the buy side for the top gainers in the FNO securities. So what I do is like we can see the top, we can see some 10 to 15 10 gainers, but what I don't blindly go for the any of the scripts. I again do a kind of thing is like see which why is this PVR 6 to 7% up, why is this torrent farmer 6 to 7% up. Then I see for like which sector is doing better on that particular day. If I see like pharma sector was good, I think so, like on Friday. What happened to the my internet? Yeah, see here you can see like around 1.60 in the metals, and the pharma sector around 10, and PSU banks what 1.89. See all the sectors were doing good on Friday, so it is okay. But private banks and the PSU banks were very good, doing good, very well. And so what I would like FNO Axis Bank was the private bank which was doing very good, so I would like to go for Axis Bank, and the PSU banks were not over here. And next was Tor and Pharma. See in the top 10 gainers, what happens is there are two different types of skips will be there in the gainers and the losers. They are like, it might be the sectorial indexes are very much green and going on the day, going up, and those we can select the skip from those sector, or we can go for the news based, because of news even there are few skips which which fly up or which fall down very highly. So we can see as I would like to go for sectorial, like based on sectorial basis, which I see is in Axis Bank is good based on private sectors, so I would like to place an order for Axis Bank. When coming to the losers event, in the same way, I would like to see which sector is doing very low on that day, so I would like to place that on order. I think automobile sector was very down, and we did not find any automobile Ashok Leyland. We can place an order for Ashok Leyland. That's it. So this is a kind of trading, placing and breakout. This we call as breakout strategy, where we place an order for the day high breakout for the gainers, and we place an order for the day low breakouts for the losers. That's it. And the stop loss and the target, it depends upon you, because you might be having a different strategy and different setup which is suitable to you. So based on that, you can place what is the stop loss and what is the target you want to be. So that's it. I want to explain just the strategy, how to place a breakout order, breakout order using the bracket order with stop loss order, and how to place a day high breakouts and how to place a day low breakouts. That's it. And from the top gainers and the losers section from the FNO. Thank you, my friends. I request you to, if you like my video, I request you to please subscribe and like my Trading Sock YouTube channel.